Vanderpump Rules, alum Charli Burnett, who left the Bravo series following season 10, stated that she had an awkward interaction with her former castmate, Tom Sandoval. While recording the December 10 episode of Nick Viall's podcast, The Viall Files, Burnett said Sandoval unexpectedly approached her after she announced her November 2023 engagement to her fiance, Loftus. "I ran into him at Barney's. He tried to be nice to me. And it freaked me out. I don't know, it just freaked me out," said Burnett. The 28-year-old stated she was not interested in having a conversation with Sandoval. According to Burnett, she opted to give him the cold shoulder so he would not continue speaking to her. "He was like, hey. And I just was like, hi. I'm with my friends, with people I love, like, please don't bother me. I just got back from my engagement too. It was like, I was on a high, so he was lucky I even said, hi, back," said Burnett. The former Bravo personality explained that she feels uncomfortable when interacting with Sandoval. Charli Burnett criticized Raquel Levis's post-Vanderpump Rules behavior during the Viall Files episode. Burnett shared her thoughts about her former friend and castmate, Raquel Levis, who also exited Vanderpump Rules in 2023. As fans are aware, Sandoval and Levis had a months-long affair while he was still in a relationship with Ariana Madix during the show's 10th season. Burnett questioned Levis's negative comments about Vanderpump Rules following her departure, particularly on Real Housewives of New York City alum Bethenny Frankel's podcast, Just Be with Bethenny. Burnett asserted that Levis did not have to diss Vanderpump. She also advised the model to consider the reality television show as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. "I feel there should still be respect towards it," said Burnett. In addition, the former Vanderpump Rules personality stated she has not been in communication with Levis following her March 2023 cheating scandal. Katie Maloney Lala Kent shared their thoughts about Raquel Levis's podcast. Levis shared she would be hosting a podcast titled, Rachel Goes Rogue, in November 2023. Her former co-star, Katie Maloney, questioned her decision to host a podcast after leaving Vanderpump Rules, while recording the December 12 episode of the Off the Vine with Caitlin Bristow podcast. "It's like, girl, why didn't you just come back on the show? She didn't come back this season. I think if you want to tell your side, I think you should have just come back this season. And I think it would have gone probably a lot differently than she imagined it would have," she said. The aspiring sandwich shop owner then referenced that Levis stepped away from the Bravo series after receiving backlash for her affair. "She was at a facility, working taking care of her mental health or whatever. And you got to do what you got to do to take care of yourself. And I respect everyone's decision to do so," stated Maloney. During a December 2023 episode of her podcast, Give Them Lala, Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent shared similar comments about Levis's podcast, which she deemed as a stupid business move. She said time and time again she wanted to fade into the background. Since then, she has done Bethenny Frankel's podcast, which was definitely a miss. And now she did not return to Vanderpump Rules. Very stupid. And then she decides to start a podcast, said Kent. She clarified that she does not believe Levis launching a podcast is necessarily a bad idea. "I'm not mad about the podcast. But why, after all of this, if this was the move you were going to make, would you not come back to Vanderpump Rules? It would have been very different than she thinks it would have been," stated Kent. Vanderpump Rules, Season 11 premieres on January 30 on Bravo.